What's up everybody, Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review. Today from Star Wars The Black Series, we are taking a look at the Death Watch Mandalorian from The Mandalorian. This was a figure that I was super excited to get my hands on. Of course, part of Wave 32, one of my most anticipated figures of the wave. And already just looking at this figure in the package here, it looks fantastic. I have two of them. I've already opened one and messed around with it, and I can tell you that they are pretty fantastic. But stick around to find out what makes them so fantastic. Like I said, this figure is part of Wave 32. We've also reviewed Ahsoka, Echo, and Omega. Check out those reviews if you haven't. So let's just jump into the package real quick. This is the Galaxy packaging. We have the Mandalorian logo and Death Watch Mando down there at the bottom. We've got the mural art here on the side, which is just looking so awesome. Love the little blast off that we got going on there. On the back of the package, of course, we've got a bio. Go ahead and pause it, read it now. We also have a zoomed in image of the mural art. The Death Watch Mandalorian is the 21st figure in the Mandalorian Black Series line. Here's the barcode on the bottom, logo on the side, and nothing else on the package. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the two accessories and then the figure. And we'll start out here with the Mandalorian sidearm. This is the blaster pistol that we have seen several times in the line already. This time painted in a nice little gunmetal gray and with some brown on the handle. And with that being said, you know those sculpted details are on point, and this looks pretty accurate to what we see with Mandos. And then we actually get a brand new weapon here with the Death Watch Mando. This is the weapon that we see them use in their brief cameo in the show, and I'm super happy that we finally have this particular blaster here in the Black Series. It's sort of like a, it's kind of like Boba Fett's blaster, the EE3, like a modified version of it. I don't know exactly what it's called. I'm sure it does have a name, and you can see that it does look pretty accurate to how we see it in the show, at least as far as what we can see, since they're kind of a little bit in the background somewhat. But yeah, this just looks absolutely fantastic. I love the little grip that we get right here. I just think that makes the weapon look so cool. And you can see that, yeah, there's no paint apps on it, but we are pretty much expecting that across the board, especially on these big blasters and something that is a new weapon. So maybe we'll get one painted down the line, but for now, it is just cast in a gray plastic this time. So at least we get two weapons here with the Death Watch Mando. Pretty much what is to be expected at this point in the line. I would have liked to see some blast effects, especially because, spoilers, the jetpack has peg holes for them. But otherwise, not surprising here, and I'm glad we at least get two weapons. And then here's the jetpack real quick, and this is a brand new jetpack as well. No reuse here. We've got some nice silver paint details throughout, and it's cast in a blue plastic. The thrusters are even nice and silver, and they are articulated, and you can see they have peg holes there for some blast effects. And now let's take a look at the figure. And here's the Death Watch Mandalorian out of the packaging, looking absolutely fantastic here. And right out of the gate, I'm really happy to say that this figure is actually almost 100% brand new sculpting, which was really surprising to me. I definitely thought this was going to be just a repaint of the original Mandalorian figure, but I will show you a side-by-side comparison to show you that, yeah, actually this figure is pretty new, and that's always exciting to get new, brand new sculpted figures here, especially ones that look this good. The figure does have a few issues, which we'll go over, but overall, I think they absolutely nailed the look of the Death Watch Mando in The Mandalorian. So let's not waste any more time. We'll get him off the stand and take a closer look at those details. And starting out here, we just have a fantastic Mandalorian head sculpt with the different shades of blue and almost a little bit of purple there too on the actual visor, specifically right along the T there. So we've got some purples, some blues, some grays there. Really nice wide variety of that color spectrum, and it just looks so fantastic. Love the subtle detailing, and oh, there's even more purple here you could see going around the back of the helmet. That looks really nice. Yeah, I like that. A little bit of a miss right here though on my copy. We even have silver on the rangefinder, which of course is articulated as well. And yeah, no ding on the top of the helmet, so at the very least here, the top of the helmet is new here. But I suppose this probably could be reused from the Boba Fett figure. Moving down, we do get a little bit of silver paint chipping there on the armor chest plate, which is a nice detail, always appreciated, especially these days. And we have the silver in the little divot thing there as well. Death Watch logo on the side of the shoulder, and the sort of two lines that we see here. And the shoulder pads are nice and soft, which is good for articulation. Moving down, here's really the only thing I think is truly reuse from the Mandalorian figure, and it's the elbow and the hand. And actually now I'm not even so sure. The sculpting kind of looks different between the two. So yeah, I'm actually thinking maybe this figure is 0% reuse and it is 100% brand new. I mean, it's obvious when you put them side by side like this. There's nothing that matches up wrinkle wise, anything like that. So, and now upon closer inspection, I'm thinking that the elbows don't really either. And the gauntlet sizes are definitely different. So scratch that. I think the Death Watch Mandalorian is a 100% brand new sculpted figure head to toe. Correct me if I'm wrong, let me know, anyone out there in the comments. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is brand new. So awesome, another brand new epic figure here. We do get a nicely detailed belt with some pouches and a little bit of bronze paint there. And you can see we have weapon storage for the single blaster. Here's the back of the figure without the jetpack. And then moving down to the thigh armor, looking really nice. Just some more blue plastic with a little bit of white. We get the sort of U shapes on the knee pads, which the knee pads are free floating pieces. They actually are not attached to the top or the bottom of the knee, so you can move them independently, which is a pretty cool feature and something might be viable for the future of the line, if you ask me. And then down to the boots, which are just simply black plastic with a little bit of brown around the top cuff there, but all the sculpt work, the wrinkles, everything of the underneath suit just absolutely looks fantastic. Hasbro did a really great job with the sculpt work on this figure, nailing those details, and even bringing to life some subtleties that we may not have noticed about the coloring of the costume. Now, my one big gripe with this figure, and it's really not even that big of a gripe, it's just that the hands and the weapons are just not the same. I think the weapon might be slightly sculpted a little too small here, because if you want to have the finger on the trigger, you pretty much have to have the Death Watch Mandalorian holding the weapon like this, and it just doesn't look 100% right. It's definitely not a deal breaker considering all of the other great things here with this figure, but it's something that I wanted to note because it is a little annoying. And the same thing definitely occurs with the sidearm, which looks way too small for the Death Watch Mandalorian. So yeah, there was the details, and here's a nice little quick flight pose, just to show you some of the nice subtleties of the articulation. But detail wise, this figure is off the charts. We get a decent amount of paint here, brand new sculpt work, head to toe. This is a prime example of a secret banger in the Black Series, something you thought was reuse, but turns out nope, Hasbro surprised you here and gave us a brand new figure, which definitely means we're going to be getting Mandalorians of all different colors on this body, and bring it on. I'm ready for that. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation. Starting out with the head, we get a great range of motion up. It does feature the double neck peg there, so you know we've got tremendous head range. And moving it down, you can see, of course, looks down very far as well. We can get him to rotate all around, and there is tons of attitude to be had on this figure here. The shoulders do move all the way out, and like I mentioned, those shoulder pads are nice and soft, so they get out of the way, no problem there. And it's honestly hard to tell whether there's butterfly joints in this figure or not. I can't tell if I'm just moving the arm joint back and forth or if that's the butterfly. But it's really hard to see. It honestly doesn't look like there are butterfly joints, or just mine are really stiff on this figure perhaps. The arm does rotate all the way around, no problem though. We do have a single jointed elbow here that gives you a little bit more than 90 degrees and has swivel. We also have gauntlet swivel. We also have swivel at the hand and a vertical up and down hinge on this trigger finger.
And then the secondary trigger / grip finger has the horizontal hinge and can rotate around. Also gauntlet swivel on this side as well. So hey, the gauntlet swivel has returned. Look at that. So no butterfly joints, but maybe gauntlet swivel? Is that the trade-off, perhaps? For the ab crunch, just a little bit forward and a lot of bit back, so you could really nail those flying poses. The leg does kick out pretty far as well here. And a single jointed knee that has rotation. The splits are pretty great on this guy. Kicking back is pretty much non-existent. We do have a thigh swivel. And last here to the feet, they move down very far, up just a little bit, and he does have ankle pivot and peg holes. And yeah, take a look here. So with the knee, yeah, it can be resting on top, or you can slide it down a little bit and have it resting more so over the joint. If you want to make it look a little bit lower there, you can. So that's actually a pretty smart move there, although we'll have to see how well this holds up over time. But this could be a solution to the knee pad problem that's been plaguing the line recently. So hey, I like when Hasbro tries something new, and there we go. And yeah, as you can see, the articulation is just fantastic on this figure. Great range of motion all throughout the figure. You can nail those flying poses. And even without those butterfly joints, rest assured you could still hit those two-handed, shouldered weapon poses there. And just look at how amazing that is. So awesome. So yeah, details, articulation, both on point here. Now let's go ahead and seal the deal, and I'll show you how he scales. And starting out with the Black Series, we have the original Mandalorian figure and the Walmart exclusive Mandalorian Loyalist. As you can see, 3 very different Mandalorian interpretations here. Then we've got Bo and Casca, followed up with the Deluxe Armorer and Paz Vizsla. And rounding out the Black Series, we have the Archive Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett and the Deluxe Return of the Jedi version. And then for some Bandai model kit fun, we have Din Djarin the Mandalorian, and then we also have a custom painted version of the Boba Fett model kit. And last but certainly not least, the SH Figuarts Tank Pilot and the Mafex First Order Stormtrooper. And so there you have it. There was my review of the brand new Star Wars The Black Series Death Watch Mandalorian. This is another banger of a figure, an absolute must-have, and a definite twofer. No questions asked. This is an army builder not to be missed. If you're collecting Mandos or just a Black Series collector in general, just get one of these. You're gonna have a lot of fun with it. There's great articulation, really nice details, so much expression to be had from this particular figure, so you're gonna want it for the shelf. If you enjoyed my review, don't forget to leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. And if you'd like to support us directly, we do offer a channel membership for 99 cents a month, where you get a custom Clone Trooper name badge that changes based on how long you've been a channel member, and some custom emojis that you can use on our videos and in our live streams. Big thank you to all of our current channel members, and thank you to everyone else out there for watching, liking, subscribing, all of that good stuff. All of your support is truly appreciated. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.